What is going on, guys? All right, so today we're gonna be doing a couple stuff, as you can probably read in the title already. But today I'm going to be fixing this problem. If your headlight, Miata headlight, ever goes like this, like it's supposed to be like this. Okay.
So the video file for this clip got corrupted and froze. Here's what was in it. Today we will be going over how to replace Miata headlight support rod, how to add windshield washer fluid line, and downstream oxygen O2 sensor.
Alright, so before we get started and all that, we gotta clean all this because it's been a mess for like a whole entire week, and all the tools and just random stuff are just literally everywhere. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna clean that in 3, 2. Alright, cool. It's not like completely clean, but I mean clean enough for me to do some work out here, a few weeks of space. But yeah, alright, time to go unbox these things real quick. Oh, time to unbox all this. Okay. Alright, so we do have our new windshield wiper jet nozzle thingy. This is actually for the drone. Yeah, we have a drone. I don't know if y'all know that. But yeah, we have a drone now. And then yeah, we have an O2 sensor, downstream O2 sensor, because ours is all messed up. This is like $19 made in China. Cheaped out on it because we don't have the money anymore because we just made that thing. And yeah, we have this thing, support thing for the pop-ups. That's the thing right there. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go install these things. Alright, for the Miata headlight, let's pop the hood and get her started. Alright, so the thing we're going to be looking at today is this thing right here. I don't know if you'll see that, but that little thing right there. Oh yeah, this thing I'm holding with my finger right here. Yeah, this thing. This thing is all broken on this one, and it's supposed to be like that. But yeah, it's all messed up. And we're gonna use this thing to replace it to fix that. So yeah, let's go do that. You probably don't have to do this part, but I suggest it. Just remove these 4 screws on each side, or 2 screws on each side. And then, yeah, it'll probably help you reach down there easier, because the other part is like right there. I don't know if you'll see that. But yeah, this thing right there. Another solution, by the way, well, this is just temporary, but if y'all really are tight on money, just super glue it. It might work. I'm not gonna try this, but I'm super gluing right now, just in case any of my friends with Miata see it. But yeah, just super glue that and then try to fit it on there. I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not, but I mean, don't take my word for it. But yeah, alright, time to go put this on. But yeah, right now it's like completely free flow because there is no support. But yeah, alright, let's do this. Alright, so I just learned this the hard way, but yeah, make sure to do the back one first and then do the one that's like the actual pop-up, because you won't be able to fit it in there. Yeah, it's good now though. Look. Yep. Alright, it is as stable as the other one, and it's all Gucci. Alright, cool. First problem solved. Alright, now to the second problem. It is the windshield wiper nozzle we need to reinstall. And yeah, I don't know if it's gonna fit. I just randomly bought this on Amazon, so yeah, I'll go back find out. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna time lapse it because this should be pretty easy. You literally just hook up that tube to one of these things, and then water should go through it. And yeah, connect one to the other, and connect to this thing, and then yeah, just feed it through the 2 holes right here and right there. But yeah, alright, time lapse.
Please like, comment, and subscribe to help us continue to grow.
Also check out our merch at jnagarage.com.
Alright, as you guys can see, I have done it and it works. And yeah, alrighty, cool beans. I don't know what's wrong with the motors, but that's gonna be another day's problem. But yeah, it's all good. And let me show y'all the setup that we did here. There's supposed to be like mounting things up here, but they're broken on ours and I didn't want to fix it. But yeah, I just used a new hose to connect the old ones, and yeah, it works pretty well. Good enough. Cool beans. All right, that's about it for that. And, all right, throw that over there, and yeah. That's it for that. And now to move on to the O2 sensor, the downstream O2 sensor. Alright, so for the O2 sensors, what you're gonna need to do is you're going to remove these 4 bolts off the driver's side, or yeah, the left side of the car. That bolt and that bolt. I suggest to TV blaster that like a day before, because those tend to get really, I don't know what's called, seized in there. And then your downstream O2 sensor is down here, which is right there. Yeah, alright. So you need to remove that. And also remove the carpet here, and then the carpet from that side. Yeah, alright, look at this. Alright, so with the car now, you can probably see a lot better. Right here is your secondary O2 sensor, right after your catalytic converter. And then you're gonna need a special tool. I just got this from AutoZone. This is not the one that we usually use, but the other one was like messed up, so this is like the closest thing I found. But yeah, this is like a specialized O2 sensor tool thingy to take it out. And I also suggest to PV blast that before you take it off, like I did. Yeah, and then right before you do it. So yeah, all right, let's take it off. Alrighty, so we got that off now. Y'all can probably see this is completely messed up and it's old, but yeah. All right, now that's off. Let's go take the top part off. That's gonna be connected up there. See it? Right there. But yeah, gotta take that off too. Alright, so time for the top part. So these are all 14s. Gonna be using this long wrench because usually these are seats because they've been here probably forever, and these are the stock seats. So yeah, alright, let's hope that these will come off fairly easily. Alright, finally got them all the bolts off, and now the chair is movable. And yeah, I'm gonna go remove that real quick. I also injured myself. That was quite unfortunate. Like I don't know, the thing just like tore my skin over here because it was really tight, and yeah, that hurt because like it grabbed onto it and I twisted and it pretty much like peeled my skin off. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna stop talking about it. But yeah, make sure you wear gloves. Really start wearing gloves afterwards. But yeah, alright. Get the O2 sensor at the top part. Yeah. Oh. Well, there's actually something else I need to do. There is the seatbelt holder thingy that I need to take off. But yeah, alright. Let me go do that real quick. Alright, so I got the seat out. It is now just sitting here. And also, you gotta get that little thing that was like sticking right here. Yeah. And now just pull off the carpet up and you don't lose any of your stuff. Alright. So yeah, don't lose any of your stuff, and then pull out this wire, the O2 sensor wire. You can see this wire right there. Alright, so yeah. Pull that out. And now you just gotta take off the little rubber thing. Oh yeah, that little rubber thing. It's connected to the transmission tunnel, or whatever tunnel. And yeah, alright, let's go do that. Just a heads up, whenever you guys remove the O2 sensor thingy, it's gonna be on here, like that, like it's in there. And it's gonna be like tilted upwards, but you're gonna need to take it off somehow. I'm not sure the proper way to do it. I literally just used a screwdriver to pop it off. So yeah, it's broken now. So I'm probably gonna have to zip tie it whenever I put the new one back in. But yeah, alright. Put it back through the transmission tunnel hole right there. All right, it's in. And now let's go to the front of it, or in the inside part. But all right, so now that it's through, it is now completely out and prepared. Just take it out. There we go. All right, just for reference, this is the old one and this is the new one. So it's a cap on it. And yeah, shiny and new. And yep, I'm gonna put her on right now. Through the hole that this one just came out of, and I already plugged it in over here. Plug it in already. And yeah, all right. Put it back through that hole, and then plug it into the actual 2 sensor bones. And yep, all right. Actually, before we put it in the car, I want to do some modifications real quick just to make this a little bit better. This is the new one. I want to just put some tape around this so that it's all good, just like this one is, so that it doesn't like burn or like melt like wires whenever later on and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And also, this is way too big for the transmission hole for the actual Miata, and then we need to take this one off and then put it on this one. So yeah, need to do a little bit of modifications, and yeah. Alright. Alright, so that's now done. So this is the new OT sensor. I taped it up with electric tape and put this thing on here. I cut it like literally through here. It's the only way I could fit it without having to cut the wires. It's just I really didn't want to have to deal with that pain. And yeah, it's all good now. Hopefully this fits well, and then just bolt right on. But yeah, alright, let's go find out. Alright, so same thing as we did earlier. Alright, so same thing as we did earlier, but just in reverse. I'm gonna plug this into this thing, and then feed it through the hole, and then plug it into the actual bung. Alright, so this goes right here, I think. Yeah, right there. Good. Alright, she's in. Alright, so feed this through the hole. Alright, feed the whole thing, make sure it's all in there. Cover it up a little bit, and let's go through that. Alright. Now that we're down here, so alright, let's see. Now that we're down here, just on. And just start rotate a little bit. Well, if you can see it. Alright, rotate it the other way around before you actually put it in first, so that whenever you put it in, the wires don't get all tied up.
So this video file also got corrupted and froze.
Basically just rotate the sensor the opposite way to how you rotate it to put it back, so the wire doesn't get too twisted and cause problems.
So she's all the way in there, tightened. GG's. And now that needs to be covered again, and I need to put that thing back on there. And alright, so yeah, I just literally zip tied that because you know, if you don't zip tie half your car, is it really a build? But yeah, now I'm gonna go fix this little hole thing from up top, and it should be done and ready to put the seat and started. Alright, let's do it. Alright, as you can see right there, it's all good. Anywhere, yeah. Just leave it up in there, and then put the cover back on. But before I do any of that, I'm gonna go vacuum all this because this is gross. Because there's so many things here that are just dirt. And yeah, I'm gonna go vacuum real quick. Alrighty, she's all clean in here. Well, not perfect, but you know, whatever, got the job done. Alright, so what I ended up doing was just actually just bolting it back on there, because I didn't want any of the seatbelt lights or anything going off. Hopefully it didn't trigger it. But yeah, I'm just gonna start it up now. Hopefully it starts. Check into that might still be on, just because it takes like a cycle or whatever to get rid of it. But I hope no other lights come on and she actually starts right up. Alright, let's find out. Here's to everything. Alright. Oh, okay, that usually happens. Oh, that's what usually happens. Give me a second. Oh, nice. Oh, check this out. Okay, it's still on there, but she's idling good. That's good. And yeah, I guess we'll just have to find out and see. Alrighty.
Thank you for watching JNA Garage.